Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow citizens of Randolph County. This is Darrell Frye, Chairman of your Randolph County Board of Commissioners. And we're coming to you again this morning with another video. It's been a little over a month since we brought our last one to you, and just feel like that it's important that we keep these reminders before you and keep you informed as to what's going on, especially with this pandemic in our county. And that's going to be the focus of this video this morning. Before I get into that, let me just say that financially our county is doing very well. Our sales tax revenue not only exceeds our budget, but it is exceeding what we received in 2019 for the months of July and August. We have a 3-month lag before we get our numbers. So we just want you to know that we're keeping up with things and our budget's in order, and your county is faring fairly well as we go through this process. But as I said, the focus this morning, I want to talk to you about the coronavirus and what it's doing to our county. You know, for the first 6 months of this pandemic, I personally didn't know anyone that had experienced the virus. And in the last 2 months, it's almost every day that I know someone, a very close friend, that has gone through this process. Husbands and wives and with their children, and lifelong friends of mine. And when I talk to them, they're always very careful to say how bad it is. Now, at my age, I'm in that group that's at risk. And I try to stay healthy. I try to watch what I do, where I go, who I'm around, because I feel like I still have some living to do. And we just want to be careful as we go about our daily lives. And I want to say this too. The county is doing everything that we can. And our Board of Commissioners is aware of these numbers. We get updates just like you do, the public. And they're concerning to us. And we have employees in this county that live with this every day. Not just for an 8-hour day, but they live with it 24 hours a day. Our folks in public health, there's someone that's on call, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sam Varner, who works with our business and industry and citizens, trying to implement ways to cut back on the virus and to have a safer work environment, a safer community where we live. Last week, after all these warnings and things from the press, we had 375 new cases in 1 week. And last Friday, we had 83 cases in 1 day. That exceeds our previous high for the 8 months, which was 68 cases. So almost a fourth again we added to that number over the weekend. Even after those numbers, we had 91 new cases to come in over the weekend. And we can't just say it comes from one place. It is a community spread. And so the whole community is involved and affected by this process. So we just want our folks to be careful where we go, what we do, and to wear our mask, to wash our hands as often as possible. I carry a bottle of sanitizer in my car. Every time I get in my car, I use it, regardless of where I've been. And to practice safe distancing where we go. Those are the only ways that we're going to be able to curtail this pandemic and get back to some normalcy. I know our parents want their kids back in school. Our businesses want to open. Our restaurants want to reopen. Our small business owners, many won't be able to reopen again ever. They've already lost their business. And so we must be careful. The governor has gone back some on limiting mass gatherings to no more than 10. There's lots more he can do. We don't want that. And people are going and doing. I was out just riding some this past weekend, and it looked like Black Friday. So and it's not just unique to Randolph County, but our folks want to go and to be involved, and we must do it carefully. If we have any chance at bringing this thing and bringing it under control. Hopefully the vaccine will be available shortly. There'll be a list of those who are eligible for the vaccine first, but there's still so much we have to do as a community and as a county. And we can't so much look at what Guilford ought to do or what Davidson or our neighbors east and west and north and south. It's what we do in Randolph County that matters. These folks that work in the health department, work in EMS, work in social services, and they're exposed to it every day. And their business and their work has to go on to serve the citizens of our county. And they put their lives at risk all the time to keep doing their job and addressing the needs that exist across this county. So we just reach out to you today to say, follow the protocols, do what we can. You know, I have one daughter that taught English at Trinity High School. She retired. I have another daughter that teaches at Archdale Trinity Middle School with special needs children. They're living with these things every day. I have grandchildren in middle school and at Braxton Craven, and they are living with it every day. And the teachers in those classrooms, the principals, and our county school staff, Dr. Gagnon, those that have to make these decisions every day. And they're dealing with the hard facts of this process. And so we just want to be careful and do what we can as citizens. I don't mean or intend to be humorous about this at all, but we all remember Smokey the Bear, who did the fire commercials on TV. And Smokey would always say, only you can prevent forest fires. And I would say to you today, only we can prevent the spread of the COVID pandemic virus. Only we can do that. And so just do our part where we go. And as I've said before at a previous video, a little bit of inconvenience has a mountain of value to it. And so we just implore you to observe those and do what we can to be safe, make our county safe, and so that we can resume some normalcy in our daily lives and go about doing the things that we want to do. We're coming up on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and there'll be family gatherings, and some that don't involve our family, but at work or wherever, there'll be gatherings related to the time of the year that we're approaching. And we must be careful as we participate, or maybe we don't participate in those gatherings. But as we do, those protocols are in place of how they should be conducted. And we just encourage you to do that. Every life that we lose is important. As I said, now it's every day that I know someone that's affected by the virus, some very seriously. One very close, lifelong friend of mine's been in and out of the hospital 6 times over the last 5 or 6 weeks, all related to the COVID virus. Families, again, as I said. So let's just be careful. I work funerals. I work for a funeral home. And I've worked funerals where the deceased died from the coronavirus. So we just ask you to be careful as you go and observe these protocols and do what you can. You know, if we're selfish in this matter and we look after ourselves and we look after our family first, we will automatically benefit those around us. So let's adopt that lifestyle and be careful as we go about our daily lives. I love this county. I love all of its citizens, and so grateful to be a part of it. And I want us all to live safely and to live happily and to enjoy the normalcy of life. That's so important. And just ask that you do that for us as we go forward. So God bless you. And I think last time I didn't do anything of a little spiritual note to folks, but again, given the Thanksgiving season and Christmas coming up, and probably most of you know the 100th Psalm probably by heart, but I just thought that I would read that this morning in closing in order to just be thankful for as we approach this Thanksgiving season especially. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness, and come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that has made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. So may God bless you as we come into this Thanksgiving season. Let's take time to give thanks, and then we'll move on to Christmas. But enjoy these seasons. And again, be careful as we go, and help us to help all the citizens of Randolph County. Thank you for listening today.